And we're live. Welcome everybody to Snaggin Night Live.
How's it going, everybody?
Hope everybody enjoyed the pre-show. Those of you that lost a few brain cells the last show, you can hopefully gain them back during this show. We'll do our best. Oh man.
What?
Formula.
Yeah, I figured, we could put that in there every so often just to remind people that it hasn't changed since the dawn of time. They built the pyramids with it. Just saying. But yeah. I copied that before we went live. It's on the clipboard.
I was not sure what Brian. I know what Brian was trying to do, but I don't think he understood the information he was trying to get across.
Yeah, I don't think Brian understood what he was trying to do. I think he had an end goal, but he didn't. We don't know the middle steps.
Correct.
Is all it is. But that's okay. That's okay.
As long as you get there.
Yeah. That's why we have friends.
Oh, man. I feel sorry for whoever's doing that for him.
Hopefully he just lets them do it. That'd be the best thing.
Oh, man. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody had a fantastic week and looking forward to a great weekend. I know I am. And I know I had a great weekend last weekend. This week kind of flew by for me, but work's been extremely busy. And, of course, getting home at 5 o'clock. My wife was out of town Monday until last night. So every night was, had to get home, try to figure out dinner, then make dinner. Then we had to get to bed, then wake up and do it all over again. So
staying busy will make the time go by. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Real quick, let's say hello to all our awesome people in chat. We got Miss Burrito Catfish Lady. Lisa's in the chat. From first, hashtag Team TSW. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, Lisa.
Sampy always in early saying hello to Austin and myself and Lisa.
Hey, Sampy.
Get hooked on Colorado Jay says, howdy, y'all. I got to say to that, go Broncos.
What's up?
Going 4 in a row this weekend. Let's see. V. Verlina Smith. I've got something to show everybody here just shortly. Thanks to V and thanks to all the awesome anglers that were on our channel, TSW's channel, a couple weeks ago. Can't wait to show that off. So hello, V. Thanks for coming in. What are you laughing at?
I was going to say, you showed me before the live stream. I hope it's not the same thing.
It is.
Oh.
Rebel River Cats. Doug Talley, what's going on? We see your eyeballs peeking in.
What's up, Doug?
Wabash Nate says, evening all.
What's up, Nate?
Lisa told the bait shop it was time to go watch her favorite YouTube channel. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. One of our favorite subscribers. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
JG Hill Studio, what's going on? Says, well, Lord help us from that last show. I know that's why I was. Well, Tim Molina told me to go live early, and I'm like, no, I need more content. I need something else to talk about because the bait shop's always good for that.
What's up, JG? Hope you're feeling all right.
Absolutely. There's Chris from Catch Fist with us. Says, howdy, all. Any math in here? No, we're going to leave the math to the bait shop.
If that's what you want to call it. Math.
Well, there's Fishin' Cooking with Mike Chavez saying, howdy, hi there, friends and neighbors.
What's up, Mike?
We got Greg Burgess saying, hello, Dustin and Austin. Good to see you guys. Good to see you too, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Wabash Nate said, no more math. Don't worry about that.
It's too late. It's too
That's
late
right.
in the evening to do math.
Absolutely, especially after watching the bait show.
Yeah, my brain is fried.
It says, good evening, butterflies and sunshine. Sunshine. Butterflies and the sunshine. Got to slow down and articulate.
Is that how you order your eggs? Shunny shied up?
Sometimes.
Shucks. Well, that was right. Whatever.
Oh man. JG, yes, the boat is out of the shop. I'll get into that here shortly there. But Austin and I did fish out of our boat this last weekend. So yes, it is up and running.
It is up and running.
And it stays running, and then it starts again when you shut it off. So
thank God too, because that river was messed up.
Hoo-wee.
And flowing, ripping.
Yeah. We had the Never Lost Pro Series anchor down on the river, and it stuck for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden we were looking over and the pillars were moving. We thought, nope, that was us.
This isn't a drawbridge. What's going on?
The current, yeah, he's right. The current was ripping under that bridge, and it was taking us with it.
Yeah.
So
it would not have been a good having to paddle situation.
No, there was no paddling in that current.
No. At least it was going the right way, though. But we'd have had to work pretty hard to get to the side of the river.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so boat is back out on the water, working great. Appreciate you asking, JG. There's Fishing with Jeff Beal saying, say hi to Ed Fish on Ed Evans. He's watching. Well, hello, Fish on Ed Evans. Thanks for watching, my friend.
What's up, Ed and Jeff?
How you doing, Jeff? Hope you guys are doing well.
Pennsylvania brothers.
Randy, old gray hair Swain, what's going on? Says howdy, howdy, howdy.
What's up, Randy?
Let's see. Mike Chavez says, don't get used to me being here. Back to work next week. Dang it, Mike. That work always gets in the way.
Why would you do something like that, Mike?
It's crazy. Dan 3 says, I'm scared to say anything. Lisa's in here.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like a cheetah. She'll corner you.
And then
get away from her.
Let's see. Real and Virtual Outdoors. Troy says, hello, everyone. Troy, I'm still waiting for my rematch against Darrell. I better not lose twice.
What's up, Troy?
Jay, hope you're doing well. Let's see. Lisa said, Stan 3, don't be chicken. Let's see. JG said, funny Stan the man, the Stan a few words, not. Well, the Stan 3 is a man of few words. Stan 2, on the other hand, is not.
Yep.
Sampy,
that part of the apple fell very far from the tree.
There's Lance McCougai, the Hawaiian fisherman.
What's up, Lance?
Says hello, everyone. How's the beard coming back? Hope it's growing fast.
I'm sure it is.
Well, I say there's Mr. John Parker, ReelTime Catfishing, saying, hey, everyone.
Hey, John. How you doing, sir?
Thank you for coming in, sir. Really appreciate it. Catch fish with us next week on the bait shop. I'm a little behind in chat, so I just want to make sure everybody gets the kids tournament coming up. There you go. That is correct. To talk about that tomorrow night on Friday Night Cat Chat on Stan's channel. 2 Stans Fishing. Let's see. Oh, I did see. Did you see the carp that John Parker caught?
Yeah.
That was a nice carp. Mike Chavez calls him John Parker, the Carp Whisperer. Kevin said next week on the bait shop, hooked on phonics. The math version, I'm sure. They'll give him that book, Math for Dummies.
They're gonna each have one of those, like, was it a leapfrog or whatever? What was it?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, with the pen, and you decide, you click on something and it talks. And anyways, that's what they're gonna have.
Right. Oh yeah. You touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? I thought it was leapfrog.
I think it is.
Anyways, that's what they're gonna have. They need to learn.
Let's see. Stan 3 said, wait till you see the updated version butterflies. You know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. I must have missed something. Let's see. JG Hill said, I did get the feeding tube pulled out this week, waiting on the hole to heal. Then we'll start rebuilding strength. That's awesome. That's great news. Step in the right direction.
Awesome.
Greg Burgess, what's going on? Says hello, Catfish with us. Good to see you. Fish on Ed Evans. There he is. It's good evening, Austin in chat.
Hey.
Randy, Sampy, Nate, JG, Sampy, Butterflies, Ed, Curtis Cunningham. That's Dagondai Outdoors. Or otherwise known as, or AKA, Dog and I.
He's been doing a lot of live streams lately.
I've seen that. Unfortunately, I'm at work when he's live streaming, so it's hard to get in there.
Yeah, me too.
Real Virgil said, well, you need to go back and watch the rewatch you won. Oh, I won a match. Crap. You do your lives when I'm at work, so I need to go watch. Thank you for letting me know, Troy. I would definitely go watch and comment on that. John Boy's Catfishing says hello, Dustin and Austin. Well, welcome in, John Boyce.
Hey, buddy.
Burrito Catfishing Lady Lisa said slackers. Hit that thumbs up.
Curtis said they need ABC Mouse.
JG said Interstate I-40 closed going to Tennessee makes for a real long trip to get to Tennessee these days. Well, that's another thing I'll be talking about. I'll be making that trip to Tennessee this weekend, but we're going a different route, so we'll see the northern end of I-40. But the route we're going, the I-40 is still intact. So, thank goodness. Wabash Nate, JG Hill, Randy, Nate. Let's see. I'm almost to the. Let's see. Leapfrog across the river, dodging logs is what you'll do. What y'all do. Butterflies, John Boys.
That is true. Saw some decent sized logs on the Chickahominy this past.
I dodged a couple of them.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Stan 3 said, how's the harvest looking this year, Austin?
Oh, it's looking fantastic. Pumpkin patch getting ready to open this weekend. So, all things going well.
Absolutely, Lisa. She said, Dustin, the meetup will be well worth the wait. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. So, yes, that's going to be fun. We're going to be meeting with Lisa and Randy when we go to Tennessee. Can't wait. Tim Molina said, no fishing tonight? Nope, not tonight, Tim. Nope. We got a lot of fishing coming up, though. A lot of our, not this weekend, next weekend, but the weekend after that. I think there's 3 weekends in a row there's tournaments.
I think so.
So
I believe you're right.
I got a busy a busy month coming up if you look at it from the weekend perspectives. Like I said, this week we're going to Tennessee. We're leaving Saturday. course, we got to stop by Bucky's again.
Mm-hmm.
Right outside of Sevierville. I told my daughter, I said, we can go every day. I want to go get their breakfast because it's right outside of Sevierville. So,
Yep.
So we'll go get their breakfast sandwiches. And Randy said you'll send back some Nutty Buddies with me. I'll make sure I keep them in the fridge for like 6 months this time.
Yeah, let them dry age a little bit. The last one was real good. Thank
hey,
you,
Rhonda, Fishing for Whiskers. What's going on?
Hey, Rhonda.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. But yeah, so I got this weekend and next week we'll be out of town. We're coming back next Friday. So Saturday, my daughter has a horse show. So I'll be doing that on Saturday. And the following weekend is a tournament. The weekend after that's a tournament. The weekend after that's a tournament. The weekend after that, I got something else going on with other friends. I think, and then we're into December.
Yeah, and then we're into 2025.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last part of this year is going to fly by. But and one of the other important dates for me is not next week, but the following Monday is October 21st. I'm hoping that's going to be the last court date, the sentencing hearing for the guy that hit me. We will find out how much jail time he will be getting, and I will be putting all of that behind me. So that's an exciting day for me.
Good deal. Hope everything works out.
Yeah, we go meet with the Commonwealth attorney tomorrow to talk about how that's going to look and if I want to testify or whatever. So we'll see how all that goes. What's up, Shad Daddy? Thanks for coming in. But
Hey, Shad Daddy.
But yeah, so we've already submitted all our information. And so if I testify, it's just kind of adding to it. The judge has already got the report, so whatever decision he makes, that'll be the final decision, and that'll be the sentence that is handed down, and we'll just move on from there.
Yeah, you testifying is just an opportunity for you to voice your opinion.
Yeah,
more or less.
I've already written it down on paper, so he's already got that. That was almost 3 pages.
You know that many words?
I used a lot of the words the same words over and over again.
Okay, that was another thing I thought of was a lot of repeats.
Mm-hmm.
Frustrated,
angry,
frustrated. Pain, mad, pain, frustrated,
angry.
Poor Dustin.
Nope.
So what's the plan this weekend? What's everybody's plan this weekend?
Anybody going fishing this weekend?
I think I am, but I don't know which. I don't know when exactly. But I would like to. I'd like to get a video on the channel. I haven't posted a production video in a while. And I'd like to start. I really want to get back to doing that more frequently, but it's almost impossible with the live fishing league when you're participating in the live fishing league. So, it is what it is.
Absolutely. What's up for Shizzle? Brandon's in the house.
What's up, Brandon?
Oh, that's awesome. Colorado Jay said he's going to be working the Broncos game. That's awesome.
Sweet.
That is awesome.
Well, it could be. It might not be sweet. It depends on what he's doing.
Yeah, you're not manning the bathrooms, are you?
Yeah. If you're cleaning urinals, then I mean, I guess you could clean urinals in a worse place.
That's true.
A less entertaining place.
Wabash Nate said I've got mowing and house painting to do.
Mowing and house painting. Yep, that sounds about right.
Fish, fish on that. Evan said he's fishing stand day again. You going for some more carp there, Ed?
Very nice, very nice. I see Stan 3 says that this Sunday is Stan 2's birthday. Just a PSA. So
thank you for announcing that.
A PSA.
Public service announcement.
Yeah. So Stan 2 birthday on Stan Day. I'm sure that'll be a great show.
Maybe Stan 3 will take Stan 2 out to fish on Stan Day, on his birthday. Maybe somebody else can come up and help host Stan Day on Stan's birthday, so Stan 3 can take Stan 2 out on Stan Day.
I can hardly stand it. Chris from Catch Fish with us says that they have family coming up from Virginia. Then they're taking them fishing, and this seems so backwards. I wonder where their family lives in Virginia.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Stan 3 said, another PSA. Stan 2 went fishing and caught a fish this week.
I think I saw that. Maybe
the question is, did he catch the fish before Brian B caught his fish? That was the going thing. Who was going to catch a fish first?
And Chad. Because Chad went fishing this weekend too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Or last weekend.
Okay, good. JJ said, nope, I do security for them when they were at home.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Very neat.
Do you stand in a certain section of it, or you have the outside, or you have the inside? Where you at, Jay?
He works the urinals. Security in the bathroom.
Butterfly said, have a car show on Sunday, benefit for cancer survivors. Sweet. Presenting a trophy in honor of my cousin. That's awesome.
Oh, very cool. Fan 3 said yes, he did. He caught the fish before Brian.
Curtis said the plan is to fish my heart out until I'm content. No kid this weekend.
Yep. Well, that means no excuses.
That's right.
You better catch some fish.
Catfish with us said Austin, one of the naval bases, not sure which one. Okay. So out there at the Virginia Beach area, probably.
Yep. Newport News.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. Glad you get to see them.
Absolutely. Nate said, remember, neither Chad or Chad can math, Stan 3.
No.
That's right. Mike Chavez almost went fishing last weekend.
Yeah,
we were really looking forward to having Mike Chavez out on the boat with us last week, and that was the plan because Austin's family and our family, we all went camping for the weekend out at near the Chickahominy River, and we were going to have a surprise guest on the boat, Mike Chavez, but we had it all planned out until his gallbladder decided to say, "Nope, never mind. You ain't going nowhere with the hospital."
You know, if we would have had Mike Chavez on the boat, though, we'd have been working a lot harder than we did. Because Mike was in chat. You look too comfortable. You need to stick and move. It's like, Mike, we've fished 10 spots. We're moving. I promise you we're moving. You just keep looking at the screen at the wrong time.
He says he works the South Tunnel where they come out on the field. Awesome. Wow, you're on the field then. That's sweet.
That is pretty cool.
Stan 3 said must be a bait shop thing, Nate. I can math. Don't ask me to spell. He couldn't even spell.
He misspelled ask. Pretty good,
Oh.
Stain 3. Pretty good.
Mike said he was anxious.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to a point towards the end. It was like, when does this thing end?
Yep.
Or at least I did. And it was funny too, because at the beginning we were like, who the heck decided to do only a 5-hour tournament? And then towards the end of it, I was like, man, thank God this thing isn't another hour long, because we can't figure out anything. And I'm starving.
But I will say that we did not leave the Chickahominy River without catching a fish, because we went back out that night and pulled in a nice 35-pounder. So
we did do that. We caught a fish. We put a fish in the boat on the Chick. So
that's right.
It was not a total loss.
So we'll check that off the box, or check that box off the list. Yeah, Stan 3 said it was an incoming tide all tournament. Yep.
That first, like the first half an hour of the tournament was an outgoing tide. Maybe it was very little of the first, and the river had like a stained color. It pretty normal looking. And then that incoming tide came in and it brought all the debris and flood water, muddy, coffee looking water from the James into the Chick. And it was rough, man.
It was that. And we, like Austin said, I don't think we spent more than half an hour in any location.
No, maybe the last, no, I don't think we did.
No, because we went up into the creek, we moved, we got there, we anchored, and then we moved one more time.
I forgot about the creek. Yep.
So
yeah, we tried. So we moved a lot. We tried different depths. We tried different rigs. We tried whatever, but there wasn't going to be any dragging going on because Dustin doesn't have a trolling motor anyways. And then the amount of debris, not just logs, but the amount of grass that was in the river.
Yep.
Suspend drifting would have been very difficult to do as well. So, because the fish finder, we kept looking at it, and we didn't really talk about this, but I'm pretty sure Dustin will agree with me that we kept looking at the fish finder and wow, there's a ton of bait down there. There's a ton of fish. But after all said and done, I'm pretty sure we were looking at a lot of debris on the fish finder, not necessarily not a lot of fish, So I don't know how many fish we actually saw on that fish finder. Maybe just a couple, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I know, like you said, we fished. I remember when we set up, because we first went out and we fished the bridge columns, and we were both like, oh, this is a great spot. We both felt comfortable. And then after about 15, 20, 30 minutes of no bites, we're like, yeah, this is not such a great spot. So we moved.
Yep.
And then we moved again. And then we tried ledges. We tried flats. We tried deep flats. We tried shallow flats. We tried bridge columns. We tried, you name it, we fished it that day. And the waters just weren't right for the fish that day.
Yeah. Like Stan 3 said, he caught his fish on that outgoing tide right there at the beginning, and then nothing. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah. And then even but we didn't give up though. There was one spot that we were tired, we were frustrated, blah blah blah. We anchored up at this one spot. I can't even remember which spot it was, but we felt pretty decent about it, and we were just going to let it ride for the rest of the tournament or whatever. But then after about 20 minutes, whatever, we were like, okay, another 5-10 minutes of it, we really need to get a fish in the boat. But we didn't give up.
We did catch 2 catfish before the tournament started in the gill net.
That is true. And one of them was pretty decent. One of them was 8-9 pounds, which I don't catch a lot of catfish that size or bigger in the gill net. Most of the time, anyways.
Hey, Christopher, what's going on? Christopher Klein, childhood friend of mine. Welcome in.
Very cool. How you doing, Christopher? Yeah, Stan 3 said, yeah, there's a lot of water down there for them to hide. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's where that's what we are going with, Christopher. Sounds like the storm fronts are affecting y'all's fishing, Christopher said. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going for.
There you go.
Circle Hook Productions. What's up, Clint? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Clint. How you doing,
man? Curtis Cunningham said, I've never in my life have to go fish how I want. Catch bait and then try flats or ledges or bridge pillars or different styles of fishing. I only ever have time for one place or style.
Yeah. I mean, normally, like in my boat, I feel the same way. Like it's very difficult for me in a slow boat to change tactics, but so many times and change because sometimes, a lot of times, different locations, are better for different tactics. So if I want to drag and I need to move a decent ways to do that, then a lot of times, if depending on how much time is left in a tournament, I might not have time to. It's just not worth it. So, but
Right.
in Dustin's boat, we can get to a place pretty quick, relatively. So it's a little easier to change mindsets in Dustin's boat than it is in mine.
Right.
But
yeah, I think the only style of fishing, the only two styles, like, and you had already touched on that, is we didn't drag baits and we did not suspend drift because there was of course no trolling motor, but then all the debris. But those are the only two styles of fishing we did not do. We suspended baits. We were on the bottom. We had Santee Cooper rigs, you name it. We were trying big baits, little baits.
Santee Cooper rigs, three-way rigs, Carolina rigs. But yeah, and there was by the time, I don't know, yeah, halfway through the tournament or whatever, like there was one place that I wouldn't have minded dragging baits. But I mean, that takes so long too. You could start dragging baits. You're only moving at a half a mile an hour, so then let's say you do that for an hour, and you might not even be in the money yet at an hour into dragging. You've just been going over fish that aren't very hungry. Then finally you find a couple nice ones.
Yep.
So dragging baits can take it. Sometimes just finding hungry fish dragging baits can take a long time. So that's a big gamble too.
Well, we did that during one of the night tournaments recently. We drug the entire time, and we only had one hookup the entire time.
Yep, and the bites got a little more consistent later in the evening, but there was only one real hookup, and he ended up getting off.
Yeah. What's up, Troy?
Hey, Troy.
Well, I'm sitting back here listening to all the things that y'all did try. I think the $1 million question is, what didn't you try?
Dragon baits. We did not try dragon baits.
And now you get somewhere. Okay.
And we didn't try suspend drifting, but suspend drifting was going to be, even if Dustin had a trolling motor. See, we couldn't drag because Dustin doesn't have a trolling motor, and the current was too strong, and there was too much debris or whatever. Where it's not like we would have been dragging baits with the paddle like we've done before. that won't going to happen in this situation. And then the suspend drifting, I mean, we could have done it. It's not like we couldn't have done it. I don't think it would have produced much of anything.
Well, now wait a minute now.
Okay.
Austin, you're young.
I am young.
I'd put you up there with a paddle in front of that boat if I thought I was going to win.
Yeah, that is true.
So, Troy, was that a dig at me calling me old?
Well,
Yes.
You can be honest. It's okay.
The answer is yes.
you
Obvious.
got an excuse. She was run over not too long ago.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Troy. Way to make me feel bad about the whole thing. I
The
do
bottom
appreciate
line
that.
is, the bottom line is, no matter what you do, they just don't open their mouth sometimes.
That is true.
That's
That is
true.
correct. Yep.
Sometimes it's just not in the cards, man.
Mark, no, we do not do math problems on the show. We leave the math for the bait shop.
Thank God.
That's right. Lance said, Mark, this is an anti-math show.
I don't think I've ever heard three guys standing around arguing so much about wrapping a boat.
Thank you, Austin. We put the formula back in the chat. Length times width. That's your square footage.
Just so everybody's on the same page.
But, that would be funny because Chad and Mark and Freddie and Chris, they'd probably be trying to get the square footage of a circle.
Well, the sad part about that whole discussion about wrapping that boat was, right?
What's that? There's a lot of those.
As I asked Brian multiple times if a new hammer come with that new boat, and I did not get an answer.
I know you said he could wrap it with a hammer.
Chad said, at least y'all know you can't believe them three anytime they tell you how long something is.
That's a good point, Chad. Good point.
Oh boy. Christopher had a question up here, and where is it at? I think I started. Yeah, he said, dumb question. When catfishing a river, does the water flow rate depend on what style of catfishing you do?
The opposite, but yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So that question, I know what you're trying to ask. The rate of the flow does dictate what kind of fishing you should do.
Yeah, especially when depending on what kind of boat you have and what equipment you have, that also comes into play. But
correct,
like certain but like if you took James from Cool Cats, his boat with 36-volt trolling motor, he can drag against some pretty decent current if he really wanted to. And you're just not going to do that in a boat like mine, in a John boat, with my little trolling motor. So, but yes, to answer your question, yes.
Catfish with us, a team Pythagorean theorem.
That's right. That's right. Team Pythagoras.
Did y'all hear that I almost got run over by a horse on Tuesday?
Uh-oh.
A horse?
Yes, sir.
Was Austin driving?
No.
It wasn't one of my horses.
It was it was a riderless horse.
Riderless.
At the state fair.
Was it we're in October. Was it the headless horseman?
I heard all this screaming and hollering around the corner from Big Tex. And I'm thinking, the first thing I thought, it's a fight going on, right? That's the first thing you think. And I looked up, and here comes this huge horse with a saddle on his back, 20 yards from me, running at a full sprint. He has no rider on his back. Now, I may be fat, but I sure can still get out of the way.
So
I guess it was a Dallas policeman's horseman, and the horse throwed him. I think
Wow.
Big Tex started talking. A big statue, and that horse got scared and throwed him. And that joker come around that corner at a full sprint running at me. I thought, boy, I need a GoPro for this.
I've been privy to a couple of those instances. With my daughter doing horse riding. There's a couple of shows. One that sticks out in my mind was we were out by where Deep Bottom Boat Ramp is, but it's on the other side, a little bit down on the right. But we were standing back behind the trailer in the parking lot, and all of a sudden, just like you said, you hear a bunch of people screaming and hollering, and it's always loose horse. And then you look up, and there's a horse running down in between all these vehicles with no rider but a saddle. It ran right by my truck, and one of the stirrups like brushed the front end of my truck and left a black mark about 3 feet long.
That horse run over one lady, and I think she may have hit her head. She had a seizure.
Oh, goodness.
But as that horse was running down that street, he was running down the street right by the cotton bowl. Those people were screaming and hollering, and the more they screamed, he started pitching and bucking, and I thought, Lord, he's going to tear down this whole fair if they don't stop screaming. Oh, my goodness.
What's even, I don't know if that's, another instance that we had was just recently at the state fair. I didn't witness this, but I heard about it from a couple of different people in our group that there was a horse that threw its rider and it jumped over the fence and ran away, and it gone. They couldn't find it. That first off, I hope the horse didn't hurt itself, didn't hurt somebody else, but that's an expensive animal to lose.
Well,
they never found it?
Nope.
We got a new police chief on Friday, and Tuesday he had to deal with that. So welcome to Dallas Police Department, Chief. I've been there. We're talking about animals getting loose. We had a cow get loose one time. Used to feed out cows, and he got out. They found him 10 miles away from the house.
Wow.
So that'll tell you how far when they get loose, how far they can go.
Yep.
My wife used to work for the state parks here in Virginia, and one time at one of the state parks, they got a call on the radio that there was like a white horse with a red bandana loose, so be on the lookout. It's like, I think if we see a horse on the loose, it's obviously not part of the wild herd, but specifically with the red bandana,
Yeah, if it's just a white horse without the bandana, you'll just let it go, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, they got insurance on them horses.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got another guest. What's up, Jacob?
I just wanted to come say hi, guys, real quick.
Hey, Jacob.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How's everybody's day, night, whatever?
Fantastic.
Yep, just fine. How's yours?
Stuck at work.
Oh, man.
So
I got to pay the bills somehow.
Huh?
You got to pay the bills somehow.
I just bought a new truck, so a $25,000 truck.
Wow.
Yep.
My first truck, actually.
Yeah,
cool.
We got to pay for it somehow.
Mm-hmm. I see we got Troy over here.
That's right. Troy's always gracing us with his presence when we leave the link out there for everybody to see.
Yep.
I was going to tell you, some little friends of mine on TikTok told me to tell you guys hello.
Oh, hello.
Cool.
S&T Outdoors told me to tell you hello.
All right, cool.
Stan knows who that is.
Awesome. Well, tell him hello next time you talk to him for us.
I will.
Yep.
And maybe a little guy, somebody that you guys might know, maybe a Has Life guy.
I never heard of him.
I don't. He's been over there, Lions. But I might have some people joining Jody's challenge sometime. So
Awesome. Look forward to it.
some of those
Very
TikTokers. It's like, how's that? But I was like, Dustin, I had a birthday a month ago almost on the 6th
know.
of September.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Thanks. I
Hope
think
you
me
had a
and
good
Austin
time.
are close to the same age. I don't know.
What's that?
I think me and Austin are close to the same age.
I think so.
I'm 28.
Yep. I got you by 3 years, buddy.
Austin is your elder. Wow, Austin, you are older than somebody.
I know. I could look. I can. Before I even said it, both Dustin and Troy, both of them go. Oh, you're both babies.
Enjoy it now, son, because it will not last forever.
And I was going to tell you, Dustin, I put the F.O.A. customs and gear in my bio on TikTok too. So
awesome.
Oh, cool.
Make sure you put my discount code in there too.
I did.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Everybody saying hi to me.
Jacob is on top of it, Dustin.
Absolutely. Well, he's Team TSW. Of course he is.
I know it.
It looks like I got a couple of people say, "Oh, Austin, look what Randy Old Gray Hair Swain said."
Yeah, he's ancient.
I ain't
A couple
3 years younger than he is. Be quiet. I have respect for your elders.
Randy's like a couple more years away from just gravity crushing him into a diamond. He's been around so long, it's heat and pressure.
We got Josh Thompson in here saying Thompson bait and tackle, new location, 0.22 inches off of Uchi Marina Cove. I don't know if everybody saw that Facebook post that Josh posted. They're no longer in their store 3 miles east of the Watts Bar Dam is no longer. So he's set up at a different location.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Unfortunately, things just didn't work out.
Yeah, that happens. So joys of owning a business.
He said, but we're keeping F.O.A. Awesome.
Good deal.
Curtis Cunningham said the Amish have insurance on horses.
No, we don't. That's a secular thing, and we don't believe in it. Insurance is a scam.
Lisa said she keeps Randy young.
Yeah.
I'm not as young as I once was.
Well, neither am I. Technically.
So my chat was saying today that you need to grow a mohawk.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Dustin.
Hold on.
I think he does too. Oh no. You don't have
Hold
a
on.
picture. Do you have a picture of you with a mohawk?
Hold on.
My chat said you look good with a mohawk.
My gosh.
Now I don't know if they meant you look good with a mohawk or you look bad now, but they were saying that.
I'm going to go with I look good with the mohawk.
Okay.
Hey, this Catfish and Crappy Mark. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark. Yeah, he came in earlier saying it's not a math show, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. I missed him. My bad.
That's okay. You're bad, dude.
My bad, dude.
I think we're going to have to get Dustin a wrestler sidekick. I wonder who that could be.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I can picture it now. The tag team match. Dustin's character. Dustin's character.
Grow that beard out about another 18 inches.
This Amish looking guy.
Yeah, maybe add a little color. Maybe add a little color to it too, Austin. While you're at it.
Sure.
A little pink, maybe a little purple.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, it was a while back. Keep talking.
Make a wrestling character with
Careful what you ask for. Careful what you ask for.
The tight pants or whatever, and just suspenders, bald and a big beard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. That would be awesome. See, Josh Thompson said, unfortunately, events with the landlord, Danielle has her crafts in a little mini market. Shelby's Rigs will be in 2 locations. Hey, the more people that get their hands on Shelby's Rigs, the better.
Yep. I agree.
All right, you ready for this, Troy?
Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
It looks just like you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I wish I could zoom in on that, but yep, that was me with the mohawk.
See, y'all got your wish. I had it pegged right all along.
I was questioning the mohawk when I first saw my character, but then I was like, you know what? I've had that before. I'm good.
Well, your head shine too much, son. I had to do something with you.
Hey, Bill Reddick Outdoors. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Hey, Bill. How you doing, sir?
Oh, and double hook member, double hook angling. Whisker Warrior, double hook angling. Thank you so much. Dave, thank you. Appreciate you coming in.
Dustin, have you been out on the boat since you had your accident?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you having any residual symptoms from that accident?
Right now, the last thing that I'm dealing with is I think it's muscle or nerve related in my chest because I thought it was my gallbladder at first, but I've had that taken out and I'm still having the pains in my chest. It's not it's not my heart, it's not my lungs. That's already been ruled out multiple times. So I think it's muscle or nerve related. I go back to my doctor. They put me on steroids a couple weeks ago to see if maybe that would help. It did a little bit, but not too much. But I go back to my doctor in December, and they may want to go do another like an MRI or another CT scan. But if it requires another surgery, I'll just deal with it as long as it's not life threatening. I'll just keep chewing my bubble gum and keep dealing with it. I don't want to go under the knife anymore if I don't have to.
I've been there. I had 17. I understand.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought 6 was enough for me in 1 year.
Yeah, I'd say that's more than enough.
That's why I still have the metal plate in my left arm. Like one of my orthopedic surgeons recommended getting it out, but it's the issues I was having with it earlier on aren't really causing me those issues anymore. So I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. So I don't want another surgery. So I just let it go until it bothers so much that I can't do it anymore.
Well, hopefully they'll get this thing settled in court. You don't have to go testify.
Yeah, he's already pled guilty, and I was talking about that earlier. The 21st is sentencing. So there's not going to be a trial, but I'm still up in the air. I meet with the Commonwealth's attorney tomorrow. I'm still up in the air on whether or not I'm going to testify. I'm a very emotional person. So I thought just listening to some of the things that were said and done, I thought I would be okay, but there's times that I almost lost it in court just listening to some of the things that idiot said on the phone to some of his friends or his parents or whatever. And I don't know if I'll be able to talk on the stand is my biggest thing. So
is it a testimony or is it a victim impact statement?
We've already submitted our victim impact statements. I'm not sure what the Commonwealth's attorney is going to ask me if I get up on the stand. It'll probably just be more so of maybe a little bit more detail in what I said in my victim impact statement, or talk about some of the things I do remember, or some of the things that maybe I left out of the impact statement. But I'll know more tomorrow.
You know, it's always amazing to me, and it was for the 20 years that I worked for the police, that people get on the jailhouse phone and say those things that they say. They've got to know that the conversation is recorded.
It tells them as soon as they pick up the phone.
But yet they still get on the phone and say the things that they say.
So I was talking with the very first time that the Commonwealth's attorney presented any of the evidence in court, one of the police officers that of course I work with, I know, he was sitting, because he was one of the cops on the scene that night, and he was one of the ones doing most of the investigation, and he was sitting off to the side when the Commonwealth's attorney was starting to talk about some of the things that this kid had said over the phone. And the cop said he was staring right at the suspect, and this kid, he put his face right in his hands like he had no idea they were going to use that. He said the look on his face was priceless. Like, he's like, oh, they're really going to say that stuff. But it says right there in the recording, this will be used against you. This is a recorded line.
Yep.
But they still don't pay attention to it.
Well, it's a good thing criminals aren't more bright than they are, or we'd have a lot harder time getting our case made.
Absolutely.
Not very smart.
No, sir. Let's see. Double Hook said, Dustin, we are thankful to God you are still here. Well, you and me both. You and me both. It could have been a lot worse, but what I was telling my wife was, what has happened, we can't change.
That's right.
Nothing is going to change what happened. Nothing's going to change what I have dealt with or will deal with. My family will deal with in the coming future, in the future, in the past. My concern when it comes to sentencing is that he gets enough time to where he's not on the road anytime soon to hurt or kill somebody else.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, I as an individual that has a severe disability, I don't sit around and scoff at what I cannot do or what I cannot change. I just move forward.
absolutely.
That's the way you have to look at life. Bad things happen to good people. There's no rhyme or reason for it. And the best thing to do is keep living.
Yep.
Every day you have to do the best you can do, and that's it. Because if you don't, it'll make you miserable the rest of your life.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
I second that wholeheartedly. I mean, I know there were times, in my recovery that, I look over at my wife, and she was awesome, and she'd always tell me in some of my darkest times, she'd be like, just remember, this is only temporary.
That's right.
I've always remembered that. So every time I've had to go back to the doctor to do something, I remember when I had the embolism, when I was in the emergency room, I remember looking at her and telling her I was scared. And she said, you're going to be fine. And, after that, everything after that, everything I deal with is it's temporary. You deal with it and you move on. So
I remember when I run off the curb about 3 years ago and broke my leg. And my poor wife run up there and she says, oh my God, are you hurt? And I'm like, I'm all right. I said, I broke my leg, but I'm all right. And she's like, you broke your leg? I'm like, yeah, I think my leg's broke. And she says, well, you're not all right. I said, yeah, I'm okay. She says, no, your leg's broke. I said, honey, I ain't never been able to walk on it anyway. It's broke. I can't walk on it no way. So what's it matter? She said to me, well, what do we do? I said, well, I'm going to be totally honest with you. We're going to go home. I'm going to lay in the bed for 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm going to get up and go back to living. She was fine after that. You know, not the first time I broke one, won't be the last time. I hope it's the last time. But if I don't pay attention where I'm going to run off the curb again, it probably won't be.
So you ride around in your scooter kind of the same way that you drive that police car in that game.
You know what I was doing, though?
Just kind of wing it.
I had been down there. I had been down there getting some blood work done. And I was thinking about going. I was going down to fishing bars to go fishing. And I was thinking about getting my stuff together to go fishing. And I wasn't watching where I was going. And I run off a lip about 2 inches high, and it throwed me. That'll
do it.
And when I started to fall forward, I knew. Well, I can't tell you on here what I was thinking, but I knew I was in trouble. But I felt it when it broke. I knew it broke. But it is what it is. It won't be the first time I broke one. So
what could you feel I don't know. So if you
I felt the bone. You asked him if I felt the bone snap? Absolutely.
Like the pain of a bone snapping?
Oh, yeah, I felt it crack.
Okay.
It was like an immediate pain. I knew it was broke.
Okay.
In fact, when I went to the hospital, I told the doctor it was broken. He's like, he's probably about your age, maybe a little older. How you know it's broke? And I said, it's broke. I broke one before. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just sprung. I finally looked at him. I said, son, I've lived twice as long as you. I know it's broke. So he walked back in and he said, not only is it broke, but it's broke in 2 places. I said, thank you. So it is what it is.
You should have said, well, you knew something that I didn't.
Curtis Cunningham said, I had a friend many years ago who put a hit out on his girl because she was with another guy. Good Lord. And torched her house and car. Wow.
I think I watched that episode.
He said the hit didn't go through, but the car
snapped.
The car got torched and the house torch failed. The fire was started at or on the gas meter. The house almost exploded. Good gracious.
Awesome.
Wow. I think that was on an episode of Rescue 911.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Snapped.
Wow. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, the 21st of October is going to be the finale of the show we call 2024 for this part of the year. And I mean, I think about it in the essence and the terms of like what's going to happen next at court, right? So I do very little thinking about this kid that hit me. Of course, I have to think about my hip because I have pain every now and again. I got to think about my chest, the arm, whatever it may be. But it's funny how my brain works because a lot of the times I think about that pain. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to hurt for a little bit. Then I'll move through. I never think back and associate that with getting hit by a car. Like I just, okay, I've got some pain. I'm going to work through it and move on.
Yeah, it's just a pain that you have. It's not living. It's not always.
Keep living.
Yeah,
that's right.
It doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what caused it.
Exactly.
I mean, it does for certain things, but every time that you are reminded of the pain, there's no point in thinking about the details.
Nope. Because it doesn't do anybody any good.
Yep.
Nope.
So, but that's that.
It's just like every time I look at my checking account and the money's a little lower, I don't blame my children every single time.
It's your wife part of the time.
Well, just look at the bright side.
The
bright side, Austin. How old are your kids? Little kids?
Yeah, they're little.
You ain't got but about 25 more years of that sun, it'll be over with.
That's
Maybe.
right. That's right.
Then you'll be able to borrow money from them.
Yeah.
No. Don't work like that.
Yeah, I've got this grand plan that like one of them's gonna be a chef, one of them's gonna be a chiropractor, one of them's gonna be a nurse or a doctor, and I don't know, maybe the other one
You know what that sounds like, don't you?
a plan. I don't know.
A rest home staff.
There you go. Yep. That's right. I'm just trying to, because I'm pretty sure that I'll probably never retire. So I'm going to need some people to take care of me. I need someone that can cook. I need someone that can do some medical stuff. I need some help here. The only reason I had my last kid is because I'm tired of picking up sticks in my yard. So, that's it.
My wife asked me the other day when the horse got loose and all the commotion and the lady got hurt. She said, I wonder what's going to happen with that. I said, a headache. And things like that is why I'm glad I don't work for the police anymore. Can you imagine becoming the chief of police of Dallas Police Department on Friday and having to answer those questions on Tuesday?
Nope.
But it happens.
No, thank you.
Nothing you can do about it. Things happen sometimes.
That's right. Oh, well, I want to wanted to show something real quick since it's already past 8 o'clock. That's right. Then the grandkids come and you start forking out money for them too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
But real quick, I want to show some work that a friend, a channel member, or a subscriber has done. She did a great job on this. Champion host of the Can You Beat Creo 2024. Yeah. I beat wrong one, 2 stands, and Mark.
That's nice.
So I'll be displaying that on my wall, probably right back here, like right there.
I love it.
I like to display the plaques that I get from our subscribers. Unlike Stan, he likes to hold them up. No, I'm just kidding, Stan, if you're watching.
No, you're not. I don't know if Chris is still in here or not, and V, but does it look like it was hand burnt or what, or was it a CNC machine, or?
No, I think it was a machine.
How fine are the details?
Very.
I mean, either way, it's not like it matters. I'm just curious.
There's our logo right here.
Yeah, it looks like a CNC machine did that, or a laser burn, a laser.
Yeah. There's
which is just a CNC machine with a laser.
There's Stan's logo.
Oh yeah.
Are they keeping the league going throughout the winter? Or are they shutting it down, or what?
No, the league goes. Well, the league goes. Well, the last one will be in February. So I mean, through February, like the championship or whatever. Yeah, there you go. But the Whisker Bowl is traditionally is it the same weekend? Yeah, the Saturday before the Super Bowl, I think.
Yep.
But then because you got Chad's tournament, the Winter Blues.
Uh-huh.
So there's that, and then there's Brian B's tournament, which is the Holiday Bash, which is right there in
21st of December.
Yeah, within a week of Christmas, and that's a night tournament in December, so that's a cold one. And
last time I went night fishing in December, I woke up in the hospital.
Was that when the accident happened?
December 17th.
It wasn't the holiday bash though. Yeah.
No,
It was before the holiday bash.
it was a Thursday night show where I was supposed to be out for this show.
Yeah.
December
Yep.
15th, excuse me. But yeah. So,
Well, I just be glad when I get it all settled and it's over with, and your family and yourself can move forward without giving it any more thought.
absolutely. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Because the court process and all the stuff that goes with it is a pain in the butt.
Crap. Sorry, I hit
Yep.
something on my.
Well, that's okay. If you're crying, you can cry on
That's
screen.
what I say. If I made you cry, son, it's all right. Just tell us that.
No, I pushed my cable and it took my camera away.
Oh, Lord. Well, I'm just grateful that you're still here with us, and it's going to be over with soon, and that's going to be the end of it. So,
Absolutely. Yep.
There you go.
I'm just glad I got friends that are willing to go out and fish with me, because I don't like to fish by myself anymore. That's one of the residual effects.
yeah.
But God dang it, But anyway,
It happened again. He's crying again. He's crying for you. Made him cry.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your picture got a lot better. So whatever you did, do it. You
Well,
do it
Dustin,
more often.
I made you tear up. Now I'm going to make you laugh before I go.
okay.
If all else fails, you can play the handicap card. I'll give you pointers on how to play it. You got to do it right now.
Okay.
But you're good. You're going to be good. Your family's going to be good.
Yes, sir.
And we're glad to still have you because you're a
I
big part of
appreciate
the
that.
community.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'm gone because I can't stand to watch a grown man cry. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Austin's eyes is watering. Let me get out of here. I'll see you. Much love, guys.
All right.
Sure.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. Nice seeing you.
He's still here. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, Wabash Nate saying he actually remembers that night.
I'm glad somebody does.
I do too. I remember. Well, I don't remember. I think I went to bed because it lasted longer than the normal show because you were waiting on the tow truck. So,
Yep.
I went to bed and then got a call in the morning.
I actually remember. I remember being on the live, and I was on. Stan was on with me. I was in the truck, and Mark from Catfish and Crappie came up, and then the tow truck came up. I got out of the truck. I can't remember if I ended the live first before I got out of the truck, or if I got out of the truck, and then I think when I got back in is when I ended it, and then Stan and Mark stayed on backstage chit chatting for a little bit. But that's when I got out of the truck, and I met the tow truck driver Kenneth, and we chit chatted. He backed the truck in, but anyway. Hey Heather, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate you.
Hey Heather,
don't ever be sorry.
She's another big supporter, very
Absolutely.
big supporter. Heather, she's always sharing everybody out and saying hello, thumbs up, positive comments, and the whole 9 yards. So thank you, Heather.
Yep, we really appreciate Heather. Thank you so much for coming in and everything that you do.
Yep.
But yeah, so and I didn't, and that I honestly that was the last I remembered until I saw some pictures that I had taken of the tow truck, and then when I saw those pictures on my phone after the fact, I remembered then taking the pictures, but then I don't remember anything else. I remember waking up. I remember waking up in the trauma center. My wife said I was awake the entire time in the emergency room. I was awake the entire. Kenneth said I was awake the entire time, laying on the ground. I talked to the ambulance crew. I talked to the police officers. For some reason, I talked to I told them multiple times who I worked for. I don't know why, but I did. It's not that they didn't know who I was. Rhonda said you talked to the driver, then came back because Stan was talking, so you let him finish while you talked to the driver, then came back and ended it. Okay. That sounds
surprise.
like
no surprise there.
That sounds about right.
Stan was talking, so you just let him talk.
Greg Burgess said, Dustin, I was watching the show with 2 Stans that night. We were playing with your new phone. I left when the record truck showed up. Next morning, I heard what happened. Glad you're still here. I appreciate that, Greg. I really do.
Yep. Yeah, Sean called me. He texted me and then called me early, like 6 something the next morning.
Oh wow.
And because I hadn't even started. I know it was before 7 because I hadn't started work yet. And I couldn't believe it. But I knew we already had enough information even that early on that like you were going to be okay in some form or fashion. You know, you were still with us, you know, like
right.
That at least that part wasn't up in the air, you know. You know what I mean? But
I wasn't laying there fighting for my life, yeah.
Yeah, you were beat up pretty bad, but you were going to be around in some form or fashion. So, and
I showed my little sister when she came to visit that Friday, so I was Thursday, so that night, because it happened Friday morning on the 15th, that night was Stan's show. I remember coming up on Stan's show that night, and I was drugged up.
Yes, you were. It was kind of funny.
I remember somebody saying something about pain medicine or whatever. I rewatched it, and I started laughing. I held up that little button I had, and I said, like, I've got a button.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
Oh man, Curtis said
that was a busy time, man, because it wasn't long before that with KP and everything.
Yep.
So that was a rough little window of time there in the community.
Yeah. Curtis said he remembered people complaining about the ticking from my flashers that night on the side of the road. He said, I thought to myself, better not turn them off. Yeah. My wife complains about my blinker every time I call her. I call her every time I leave work at 5 o'clock. I'm in the truck and I'm getting ready. I always got to turn left to get out of off the street to get on the main street. And she's like, can you just call me after you make that turn? But anyway, enough about us. Heather said, great to see you, Dustin and Austin. Great to see everyone in chat. Well, it's great to see you too, Heather. Like we said before, we always appreciate everybody's support. Everybody that comes in here and watches the show, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate you. Like I said, we started this show for you. This is why we do this show. It's for you. We really enjoy. I enjoy hanging out with Austin and chit chatting. And then when Stan comes up, I really enjoy having him up here, and especially the nights that I don't have anything planned. I know he can talk most of the show, so
yep,
always makes me feel a little more at ease. So.
Yeah, there you go. Mike Chavez saying, glad y'all got to see me. We'll tell people that we saw you. That way they think more of us, Mike.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
Lisa, can't wait. Well, I'll get in contact with you sometime soon, and we'll get a day so we can all meet up. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming in. We really appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. And don't forget, Friday Night Cat Chat tomorrow night, 2 Stans fishing. Pontoon Jodi's Flathead Challenge at 9 p.m. on Pontoon Jodi's show, or Pontoon Jodi's channel. And we will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you, everybody.